Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is TCG, aka That Crime Guy, and today we are going to be playing some Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright to be precise. This is a game which I, full disclosure, have played in full. This is actually the trilogy which has been ported to the Nintendo Switch. Which will be what I'm playing it on, as well as the PS4/5 and PC. There are several other games as well that are available to play, both in terms of this sort of series and whatnot, but they have to date only released the first three on the Switch and other devices as ports, with a little bit of upgrades as well to like the graphics and whatnot, just to make them look a little bit more polished. But yeah, I mean, this originally was released back in like 2001 for like the Game Boy Advance, and yeah, I actually picked it up. It was actually the first game I played. It was actually Trials and Tribulations, the third one, which was the first game that I played when I first got my Nintendo DS. And I'll tell you what, I fell in love with it, and I didn't even know that there were other titles at the time. And then when I learned that actually, yeah, there were loads more, I was like, I'll get on it. The only one I haven't played to date is Miles Edgeworth 2, because that was only ever released in Japan. But I do have the first one on the DS, and there was one that was released on mobile, which I'm currently playing through, and there was it's like a Chronicles one that came out in like 2019, I think, that I got for Christmas. So I'm a big fan of Ace Attorney, big fan of Phoenix Wright, and I hope that you guys enjoy this too. Let's have a look and see what we got. So we had Bilbo comment a few days ago saying nice. I don't know if he's still here, but if you are, hello, good evening. Harry and Glady called me an absolute Philip Schofield, which isn't very nice given what has come out today. So Harry, and that's not kind. Come on. Murgoot's here as well. Good evening, mate. How you doing? And Mima and Gently Benevolent, you're here too. Excellent. So yeah, nice to have a few people here. I figured I'd do this on the second channel because we haven't done anything for, and I can't believe it. Oh, and not Moriarty. Good evening as well. I cannot believe it's been 7 months since I last did something on this channel. That's unacceptable. So apologies that I haven't done anything in a while here, but I'm going to get more stuff out on here because I don't want this channel to just sort of sit and rot. Now, it's not monetized, but if you wanted to consider tipping me, then I've left a pinned comment as well where you can go and drop a little super chat-esque style thing on Streamlabs, but no obligation, mate. This is purely for the fun, So let's move this thumbnail out of the way so you guys can see the game. So here it is. So yeah, so it's a trilogy. They put it all in one. Hopefully that's all coming through. There's no desync with the audio. But yeah. Also, let me know, chat. How's the audio? Is that coming through okay? Like, is the balance right between the game and my voice, or do I need to tweak it a little bit? So you've given up detectiving and you're now Mr. Crime Guy. Do you know what? This was my first passion. This was, yeah, being the law bloke was, I suppose you could say was what I wanted to do first. But no, I mean, I'm no legal or Rakita Law or anyone like that. But yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do. Go into the new game. So yeah, you've got Ace Attorney. This is the one that we'll be going through first, and then the one that came out after was Justice for All. And perhaps the best in the series was Trials and Tribulations. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. But yeah. So I found that I didn't even go for a law degree, to be honest. I didn't even go there. No, I'm leaving it up to the young'uns. I'm leaving it up to my young'un. Right. Right, shall we... Yeah, let me know if it's a bit quiet, I can turn it up. So yeah, this is the... Oh yeah, they don't call them like chapters here. They call them they call them turnabouts. You'll see I've got the first 2 here because I did start playing it. Then I realised actually no. Do you know what? This would be a game to live stream. I think. TSG Esquire. Yeah, sure. So yeah, the first turnabout. This will probably be like the shortest one. I will be honest, it will kind of handhold me throughout it, but depending on how long we're here for, we'll probably get this one done and then move on to the second one. Yeah, so let's do it. Gasp, gasp. Damn it! Why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. I'm a little concerned about how anime this looks, TCG. Am I going to be a woman by the end of this stream? Yes. I'll make it look like he did it. So yeah. Again, very hand-holdy this chapter, or this turnabout. It doesn't... Normally what they'll do, what they did later on in the series in particular was they moved away from sort of like revealing the criminal. So you kind of, as the story unfolds, you find out like the truth. Obviously, it's your job to uncover the truth, but everything's kind of mysterious at the time. This is Phoenix. Boy, am I nervous. Right? I don't know why I said it like that, because that's Mia. Hiya, Chief. Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thank you.
Thanks.
So go on, chat, tell me, how are you doing this evening? You guys alright? Actually, it's because I owe him a favour. Mia would. Oh, look at that, you've come around to the anime already. A favour? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Oh, yeah. I just remembered. Okay. Yeah, you find out later on what the why he owes him. It's very simple. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over. My life, everything, it's all over.
Is that your client? Screaming over there? Yeah, it's him.
Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die.
In Minecraft. Sounds like he wants to die in Minecraft. Yeah. There he is. Butts. Nick. Larry Butts. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over.
I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. You took her away from me, Nick. Who did this?
Oh, Nick.
You gotta tell me who took my baby away.
Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Duh. The newspapers say it was you. So yeah, my name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Woman bonked on the head in her apartment. That guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. I was going to say Larry Butts, Mr. McSweaty One Eye, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. that, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. It's just what I'm going to do. You see, I say that with such conviction, but my man... he's not the most confident geezer. 10 a.m, August 3, District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh my god, I don't like that. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I will say, when I played this on the DS, that sort of angle where they sort of panned back, so you could see the whole court and like the people in the gallery, it actually looks better on the DS than it does on this. Like that just looked like smudge. There he is, Payne. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honour.
He said it with such conviction to begin with, like, oh, I'm gonna get him off, and then don't clip that. And now he's like, actually, yeah, bottle job. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, but I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honour. It's all right, given the circumstances. I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Here comes the hand-holding, guys. Yes, Your Honour. Gulp. Hands shaking, knees weak, arms heavy. Mum's spaghetti on my sweater already. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. That would be Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, like, that's such a stupid question, man. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Here he goes, watch this.
Oh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report to cover my... cover to cover so many times.
Wait, uh-oh. Imagine how disappointed I was last time I was in court and it wasn't conducted like this. If anyone's familiar with the Act Man and his YouTube channel, he does a lot of skits where he kind of portrays himself as Phoenix Wright. No way, I forgot I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? GB, seeing as though you're a Mia fan, we give you a bit of transparency. There you go, mate. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. I did take some tablets before the stream, to be fair. I have been absolutely worked out today. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. I had the day off today and I spent it all in the garden doing just chopping and hacking and slashing as it needed doing. I hate doing the garden. So check the court record. Just press the... Imagine you're in any scenario, right? It's your first day, right? I don't know, like you're working. I don't know, you're working in McDonald's, right? And you're on the till, and someone's like, right, okay, how do I do this job? Okay, to open the till, press A. But they're not talking about like the buttons on the till, like you've got a control pad in your hand. Then Mia could quite easily have got a job outside the law. The dialogue is painful. I'm sorry. Remember to check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Okay, so actually, I genuinely forgot. Profiles. She is Cindy Stone. There we go. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. I'm also going to try and not skip text as well because I'm terrible. Tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I don't even need to look. I saw it. Correctamundo. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Cheers, mate.
Because I don't feel relaxed, innit?
I think I'd enjoy a gig in McDonald's if the fryers were labelled with press B to make Big Mac. Why would you be putting Big Macs in the fryer? Come on, man. Oh, just before we continue, I don't know if who here is familiar with the story that's been going on in the UK at the moment about this TikToker geezer called Mizzy. He went viral after basically going into somebody's home, just trespassing, just going in there, and eventually he left after the father in the home was like, I've got kids, and he was, oh, sorry. Obviously, there was an uproar on social media about it, and he got his TikToks banned, and he eventually got arrested and got a slap on the wrist. He then subsequently ended up on Piers Morgan, where they talked about, where Piers was slating him and bringing up other things that he'd done, such as, saying to people like, do you want to die? But then offering them hair dye because, haha, you thought I meant kill you, but haha, actually, I was just talking about hair dye, bro. Leapfrogging Jewish people, and just a various bunch of other stuff. He got like a £365 fine from the police when he was arrested the other day. And he was basically told not to post on social media, I think, for 2 years, and in certain parts of London that he was excluded from for that time as well. And it was like a 2-year probation on it. Today he got arrested again. He got arrested again for breaching that after uploading 2 videos to, I think it was Twitter or Twitch. So yeah, that boy learned absolutely nothing. So. Fingers crossed he gets a bit more than a slap on the wrist this time. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honour. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? It was my doll. The murder weapon was this statue of the Tinkler. Yes, I'm calling it the Tinkler. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Give me that. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Yes, it's the only ammunition you have in court. Use the art. Do a barrel roll. All I can think of is it's like Star Fox. Yes, okay. I will check it frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Whoa. He gets excited easily. Okay. This could be bad. Okay. Is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, hey, watch it, buddy. I like that Japan does on-the-job training for their lawyers. I know, right? We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Bruh. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? What do you describe as generally what we mean? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. I see. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honour, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 30th of July, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. She wasn't in the top % of OnlyFans. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh, man. Daddies? Sugar? Yep, we know where they are. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. We can see what kind of woman this Miss Stones was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. Don't think you want him to answer that question. Harry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Let's stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oof wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog.
I'm gonna die in Minecraft. I'm just gonna drop dead in Minecraft.
Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. He's not doing himself any favours now, is he? Right. Oh boy. This is not looking good. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, mate, come on. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Chat, what shall I do? Shall I have him answer honestly or stop him from answering? Wait for you, I actually don't know. I don't know if it'll make any difference, but stop. He will stop. Okay, alright, so let's stop him. I'll send him a signal. Okay. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Oh, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Chat. Honesty is key. Stop him from answering. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honour. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sorrit to the stand. The names of these characters as well are going to be brilliant. Ah, hello, Moshi. Mr. Sorrit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Why is Steve Austin judging your case, TCG? What? Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Is that Jane Austen's brother then? Right. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought is he pulling his trousers up? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Sorrit is lying. He's clearly a used car dealer, not a paper seller. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 PM. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. It's really damning testimony. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honour, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Was there, though? Okay, well, there you go. There's a problem. Like that, straight away. Autopsy report. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honour. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. Ah, okay, we're explaining to the boomer in the room how cordless phones work. The phone that Mr. Sorrit used was one of those. But use a payphone. Your Honour, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay, blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 PM on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honour. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Your Honour? All right, right. This is it. The real deal. Exactly how am I supposed to? Like, you should know this. Like, this is stupid. You should know this. Like, because presumably he's in law school because he's got one of these bloody things. So even if it's his first trial, like, he should surely know how it works. Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Imagine coming into that conversation halfway. Okie dokie. Open the court record with the R button. Yeah, yes. R button. Also, quite a cool thing actually with the old with the DS, because it actually implemented the microphone into it. You can't do it with this because obviously it doesn't have it. But if you wanted to like shout out objections or present evidence, you could hold down a button and then like shout into the microphone, and then it would take, yeah, it was pretty cool. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. We'll press him on that, see if we can get anything. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defence requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came close to the door, to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. Let's see, and what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Let's have a chat with him. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. There are words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Chat, would you look inside? Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? I saw her lying there, a woman moving dead. You sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. She wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. Would do, yeah. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Hold on. Okay. That's odd with diversity. No one would leave their door open. I see what you mean, Mr. Sawyer. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes, I mean no, nothing. Okay. Right. I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. That's consistent. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 PM. Which contradicts. Yeah, I'd go with that. Yes. You found the body at 1 PM. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 PM for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 PM. There was no body to find at 1 PM. How do you explain that 3-hour gap?
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
How did he know her phone wasn't working if he didn't go in or touch anything? Mima, that's a great question. Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 PM? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions, see? Easy job, easy job. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Oh, of course you do. Would you care to give the rest of your testimony again? So, we'll do another cross-examination now. The time of the discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Oh, there was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Yep, Geezer didn't do anything. What a truth teller. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do? I do, yes. Yes, I got it. Chap, what was the problem with that testimony? Mr. GB nailed it. Watching TV without power, saw it? There was a voice saying the time. If there's a blackout, how's there power? Exactly. Alright. Objection. Hold it right there, criminal scum! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Uh-oh, he's sweating. We got him, guys. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ah! You see, that was like his wig. Wearing a wig, isn't he? Well, The defence has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Natalie, you seem rather distraught. And there goes the wig again. My apologies, Your Honour. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawwit. Say your testimony one more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Okay. Gladly. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Chat, can you let me know? Ah, that makes sense. Seeing is the same as hearing. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Oh, push that one. Table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, and the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. This was the murder weapon. There's no digits on it. Wait, just a cut-and-picking moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawwit. Oh, is his eye twitching? Ha! I saw it there. There's a clock. Your Honour, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies, you jammy git. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? I absolutely do. Your Honour, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. Whoa! Just jumping straight into it, by the way. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. Mr. Sawrit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Whoa, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Go on, have a good look, GB. Tell me the phrenology in this dude. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death in Minecraft. Order in the court, I say. Your Honour, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defence's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honour? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think this through carefully. Your Honour, the sound Mr. Sawrit heard was definitely this clock. Suspicious forehead, dot, wig, clearly dishonest. There we go. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbours. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honour, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Oh, I think it's 8:25. Certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the tickler after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawrit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawrit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha, ha, ha. You forgot one thing. Ruh-roh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Dang it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honour. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawrit.
I'm all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
Grr. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawrit.
Yeah, I mean, Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder.
Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes? Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Yeah. Time difference, exactly, yeah. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Okay. Take that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. Saw it was one of her sugar daddies, and she set the clock for his sexy time and forgot to switch it back after wanting to cut his time short. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Exclamation mark. He hasn't got a wig to... What the? He just... Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honour. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defence so quickly. Do you know, I didn't actually think it was going to be that quick myself. Because I normally will sort of skip the chat. Not skip it, but I tend to read it quite quickly. I scan it. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honour. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yeah, they keep confetti in the courtrooms in this universe. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. That was the end of her. August 3, 2:32 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. God, here he is. The old projection of happiness out there. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong? Oh, Nick. Oh, shucks. Don't worry about me. I'll be... Oh, for God's sake, I'll be dead and gone soon. In Minecraft, he's gonna turn off the Xbox. Good, wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy is gone, man. Gone forever. You call her Cindy Windy. Larry, she was, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry. Yeah, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Isn't for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Is he swiped that? Oh, okay. I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Oh, I see. Okay. You made this? Oh, cheers, mate. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Sob. Larry. Are you so sure? Oh my god, squeeze me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. That's an ethics violation right there. I don't think she stole. I don't think he's stolen it. I think this is the one that he made for himself, because he just said that he made 2 of them. Although I did think to myself, oh my god, he's just gone and like swiped evidence. I can't accept client gifts. Ah, right, of course. Ah, okay. Nah, you don't got to sympathise with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathising, really. Isn't that right, right? You have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? She is talking about, presumably, the statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she travelled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Cheesy! Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Yeah. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yep, let's get out of here. How about dinner? On me. Presumably not literally. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Laddits, he's in there. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Save your progress up to this point. I think we will. Guys, that's the first turnabout done. Save it there. There we go. Let's move on. We'll move on to the second one. We're only 50 minutes into the stream. We'll move on to the second one. Bring. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. Oh, that's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favour to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. What teasing going on here? I'll probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Oh, it's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Why? I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. You come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial. I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I really go for a good burger, mate. I am actually quite hungry. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5, 9:27 AM. September 5, 8:57 PM. Faye and Co-Law offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a fool. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background. I don't know if I just said that right. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh no, it's Santa. It's the naughty or nice list. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. I know, right? Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Red, white, blue. Sorry, GB. 9:08 PM, September 5th, Faye & Co. Law offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Oh, well. Okay. I smell blood. That can't be good. Let's check and see. Okay, yep, let's go back. Let's move into the office. That smell. Blood. Sob? She alright? Oh, sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Oh, she's passed out. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Don't do it, and don't do it. And all too quickly began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. Alright. Oh yeah, this is another thing that you can do in this game as well. You know, it's not all just court drama. You can go around and have a look for clues. It's encrusted with dry blood. How ironic. This became the murder weapon again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Chief's chair. Simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit on too. Can I... Oh, there we go. We'll have a look. We'll go and check out Mia in a minute. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up at this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Right, I'd better call the police. Actually, hold on. We did it. It's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? I'm screaming from outside the window. Uh-oh. She's staring right at me! She's holding a phone in her hand. I'll check that out. Gee, it's hard seeing her like this. Phrasing. If there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Okay. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Yes. Nothing else. It just popped out. That just popped out of nowhere. Could it be? We'll have a look in a sec. Perfectly normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. We'll check the phone in a sec. All the chief's important documents are packed in there. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Right, let's go and check that note then. Hang on. The word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Mayor? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the Popo and find out what that girl was doing here. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Okay. He died instantly. Okay. I suppose now we'll phone the old bill. Phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Okay. Let's go back. We'll go back into the hallway. Oh, exclamation mark. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. I saw where you were putting that. Dude, I promise you that was unintentional. I promise you that was unintentional. It's a very slow cursor. I wish it doesn't run out on me. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? Who are ya? It's okay, I work here. Mayor. Oh, it's the name on the piece of paper in blood. Mayor Faye. Mayor Faye? So Mia was writing the girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. You were here visiting this late at night? Yeah, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? It was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. Now we're going to want to present. I'll tell you, before I do that, I might just present this quickly. About the thinker. The thinker, that was... Oh, sis. Oh, gosh. Or we should have also about the murder weapon. Okay, fair enough. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. But why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Uh-oh. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Hey! Gumshoe! I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, say? Okay, so with this guy, just to let you know, in future installments, they do change his character, but in this, he kind of like the way the dialogue is, they kind of give him a like, you know, like these old 1930s gangsters kind of accent. Just, we received a report from the building across the way, Shay. Got a person saying they saw a murder, Shay. It must have been that woman I saw. God, she was the odd part of the name. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, eh? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Shay. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you, Shay? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here in her own blood, Shay. With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name, Shay. Killer, I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, knees weak, mum's spaghetti, sweaters, and stilettos. But I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention centre. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Some of the artwork here is a lot more detailed. I don't like that courtroom sort of, like the pull-out shot where you can see the whole court. I don't like that. But this sort of artwork I do like. Wow, poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, duh. You'd think she's a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I am going to say, because I'm a nice guy. Of course I will, because I believe in my client. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Alright. Did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. Yeah, it's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Oh, God. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Wait for it. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Excuse me, phrasing. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. So Maya was adopted? No. I don't believe so. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is unless you want to be found guilty. Mia! That's what she said. Anyway, just clarify. 17 years old. Just clarifying that right now in case anybody says it, even remotely tries to say anything inappropriate in the chat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. I can't just sit by and watch even. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. Right, so I suppose we better chat to her now. Maya, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes like people in religious training? What is it to you? Well, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. But I won't. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yep. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, she said something about that. Go on, have a think. I remember. Good, good. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? What? What? Her own voice? Yeah. Pretty sure our conversation... Oh, right, okay. I thought she was going to try and do an impression of her then. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Yeah, let's have it then. So you could say... So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Righto. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I prefer Mia. She was a spirit small. At least Maya isn't a spirit large, I guess. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure. Cheers. Cool. So, mind up. Can I talk about the day of the crime yet? Or is that something... Did you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I kind of gotten used to it. See, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker. He qualifies as a serial murderer. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer right by now. So then when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Mayor. That's all I need to hear for now. But I want to talk to you about spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training? That's right. Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. It's Mia Ray. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. It's a great idea. Then that would cut this turnabout very short. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favour? It's a serial murder. Great. Let's just ask Booberry. This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And when I'm in trouble, do you think you could go and ask him to represent me? You cheeky... You cheeky... Ow. Go on then. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? Archie subject. Trial's tomorrow. It's 10 o'clock. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. God, oh. Never mind. He hasn't moved an inch. He's a pro. Oh, she's gone now. Okay. Oh, no, she hasn't. No. Idiot. Is there anything else I can present to her, perhaps? Let's try that. Remember that receipt? You know, with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Ah. Do you trust me? I trust you. Got to admire the efficiency of the Japanese courts. You'd be waiting 12 months in England, Mayor. Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... That detective thinks I did it. Well, you are in court at the moment. I'm going to show her my badge just for a good laugh. Sorry, I've never seen that before. Okay. Alright, we'll move on now. Oh, I love that. Oh, I like that. That's a new animation. We'll go. I want to go back to the law office. There we go. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing, see? Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butch guy, aren't you? Oh no, Phoenix Wright. How? Like... Okay. Oh, I guess I got the wrong name. Oh. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. Although, to be fair, you'd probably only get a 370 quid... Although, to be fair, you'd probably only get a 375 quid fine when you got to court as well. Swings and roundabouts, Mayor. Very true. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe? Wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? At your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here.
Yes, sir. We'll be right there.
You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you've got business here, you better do it quick. Whew, thinks I'm Mayor's lawyer. Right, let's present... Oh yeah, it's this. I was wondering, did you see Mayor Faye's cell phone? Oh, look at that. This is how you know when a game's dated. Just look at the technology they were using at the time. I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Yeah, why not? Ah, wait a minute, tricky lawyer, eh? Uh-oh, he's on to me. What should we do, guys? What should we do, chat? Should we tell him straight, or should we tell him not so straight? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick it up. I'm going to stick it up as a poll. Let's do that. Tell him straight or... Nah. Yeah. Only 4 of you here. This shouldn't take too long. What should we do? It's up to you guys. Okay, we've got 1 yar. We've got 1 yar. 2 yars. I think that's going to be pretty definitive. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We've got 2 yars, 1 yar. And I've only got 4 viewers apparently, so there's 1 person who's not voted. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, 4 votes were in, okay. Alright, let's tell him let's tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. That's something the matter. Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope. I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Irk, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Sorry, I was late on that, reading something. No, that's fine, that's fine. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Thank you very much. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. What, to actually hear it? Oh, okay. Oh, that would have been quite cool if they actually put audio dialogue on there. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted to hold on to. Oh, right, it's just a repeat of the conversation. Okay, that's cool. Alright. I wonder if I can present anything else. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah. The one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Interesting. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon, Shaggy. Huh. He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? All that. Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. Okay. Let's chat to him now. Out Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report. But that's all. Okay, and Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why'd you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Uh-oh. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yeah. Cheers, mate. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your loyally ways, pal. Oh yeah, need to talk to Babs. Come to think of it, I completely forgot about her. To be fair, I'd actually as well. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Ah, you're trying your loyalty tricks on me now. Enigmatic, if you're still here, is that something that would they be able to share information? Like with defense attorneys, or is that something that comes out in the main trial? I'm assuming they would. I'm assuming that they would share information to help build their cases. But in this universe, it's very much like the defense is on the back foot from the outset. Like, the police aren't supposed to share any information. Like, the prosecution have their own evidence, and the defense have their own evidence that they submit to the courts. And I believe get him on. Yeah, I thought they could. Yeah, cheers, man. Cheers. Get him on side. Holmes always had Lestrade on side. This is very true. Yeah, prosecutors have to disclose all to defense. That's what I thought. Yeah, but in this universe, they don't. It's a very silly thing. Actually, yeah, saying that, you talk about Holmes. I do need to finish off that game at some point. But also, when we eventually complete this trilogy, I will do the most recent one, which I got for Christmas, which is like it's set in like the 19th century, and one of the characters is basically based off Sherlock Holmes. It's blatant. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Cheers, Gumshoe! I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I do. I do know him. So I'm going to say... I'm going to say... Put this back to the poll. Do you know Edgeworth? Because if you don't, then I'll... There you go. Do you know Edgeworth? Just to gauge where you are. Drop a quick vote in. Let me know if you know him or not, and I'll answer based on that. No. One vote says no. Okay, somebody knows Edgeworth. This isn't a democratic thing. I just need to. I'm just looking to gauge. Actually thinking about it. Yeah. It will exposition dump anyway. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we know. We know Edgeworth. Apparently we're good friends. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Ah, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Exposition dump. Of course, there are rumours of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I don't think you could hate crime with an abnormal passion. I think it goes without saying that I think the vast majority of people are against crime. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright, I think we can move on now. Already been there. Shall we go to... I'll tell you what, we'll do the Gatewater Hotel first. And then we'll go to the other law office. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Double negative. You can talk to me as much as you like. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Pity the lawyer. It has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! Mate, look at those eyes. No touching. Ooh, bad boy. Oh, mate, look at that twitch. She's got a twitch. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Can I still have a look around? The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognise a face from this distance, though. Is that it, yeah? Oh. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Ah, still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Excuse me. The flowers are fake as expected. I know some flowers and tulips, but that's all. It's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Well, I suppose we better chat to her then. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. Anything that happened the other day, the bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please. Let me see. Well, dream on! You want to know? You'll just have to come up to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Is that Belle Delphine your questioning detective? I haven't been in the bathroom. I cannot confirm. Miss May, could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee, you know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Eyes up, Mr. Wright, eyes up. Right, can you just tell me what it is that you do? Well, I have an OnlyFans. I'm also a Twitch streamer. And I also... Well, no, tee-hee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Humph. Oh boy. Alright, let me see if I can present anything, and we'll move on. Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Hmm? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Okay, same dialogue. Same dialogue. Same dialogue. Same dialogue. That's not relevant. Yeah, same dialogue. Okay, cool. Yeah, we've done everything we need to do here. We'll move on to law office now. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait in here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Ah, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yep. Looks even grander than I imagined. It's on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Phrasing. Well, actually, sir, it's about Mayor Fay. Oh, attitude's changed. Ah, yes, Mayor Fay. Go on. Quite a strange reaction. What? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, that's a new one. Lizzo is also looking very good lately. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Oof. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Mayor? Can I talk to him at all? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy. He just said he wasn't. But the client is Mia Fay's sister. Yeah, awkward, that, innit? Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Rumble. Think not. What? Did you say something? Think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I can't say. I beg your pardon, but how could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Mia. How did you know Mia Fay? She worked here a long time ago. White the apprentice, that one. Eyes up, Mr. Grossberg. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. Mission? You'd see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. What about that painting? That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colour of the sky, the hue on the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I weren't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Right, let's see if we can present anything. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Thinking? No. 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 Nothing. Yeah, he just doesn't want to help. Okay. We'll do a quick examination. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. It's oh, no clues there. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Table for clients. Elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has got money to burn. Okay. I am confident we have checked everything now. Go back to the detention centre to break the news. September 6th, 3:42 PM, detention centre, visitors room. Hiya.
Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? What do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I've been abandoned then. No, you haven't. Your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man. He ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer. She left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So who was this man who ruined your mother? Phrasing. About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. What? That's what happened. The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Awkward! The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. You see. Wait. Excuse me? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 PM. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Should we go home? We gotta defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is.
How do you know?
I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. And then it pans straight to this. It goes straight to April, May. And the way that lawyer refused, and the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Did he take meth as well, Maya? Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Mayor, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. So kind of you. Whee! Thunderstorm with marble-sized hail just erupted. Oh, blimey. Nice. Oh, 2 seconds, guys. It's me young and sniff. Probably wasn't meth. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too. Okay. It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Phrasing! It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. Well, I don't blame her. You're trying to look at a woman's drawers? You filthy animal. There's to be something in there. Yes. Yes, there is. Okay. Now where do I go? Presumably we've got to go back here. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. Was there a buzzing coming from the drawer, Mr. Fry? Oh, no, GB, no! Absolutely no! So if you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Core phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Core. Where have I heard that name? Flashback. That was his name. White was his name, oh. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coinkydink? Let's go. Let's have a look in her drawers. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. Do we have here? What do we think's in there, guys? Oh, a wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Interesting. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Right, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there. Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Yeah, we'll save the progress. Right, save over that one. Right, I am going to leave it there, guys. What I will do is I'm going to leave it there. I believe the next part will actually be the trial, so you guys will get to meet Edgeworth for the first time and try and get further to the bottom of this particular story. In terms of when that will be, I don't know. It will be soon. I will probably do it actually Sunday. I'll probably do a Sunday stream. So sort of Sitch and Adam, I will be taking over. So yeah, I'll probably do it Sunday. Unfortunately, it probably won't be tomorrow just because I've got a really busy day tomorrow. Out and about. I'll probably be too tired, but who knows? It might change. What I'll do is I'll update my socials If you follow me on Twitter, you'll find me there. I'll also put out a community post on the main channel as well, to let you guys know if I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow. But pretty confident I'll do Sunday, as a bare minimum. But guys, let me know what you think about this, and if you're watching it on a replay, let me know what you think of this game so far. Do let me know if you've played this, and let me know what you think of this series. I personally love it. It's one of my favourites, and I really do enjoy it. If you're here on the replay and you're new here, check out my main channel where I cover true crime stories. Links will be in the description. Mr. Gently Benevolent, Mima, Murgoot, Enigmatic, and and not Moriarty. Thank you for keeping me company this evening. I really do appreciate it. And White Blue Products, we sure it isn't meth. Jesse, it's time to cook. But yeah, guys, it's great to be back on the second channel. Let's I promise to be more consistent with it. But yeah, in all that's left to say now is until next time. Take care. Goodbye.